as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. Nifty move. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Now Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On set, 9-14. I'm coming for you, son. 9-14.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So into Packer. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mike 14.
Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings first down.
Hey, 14's the mic. Let's go, Daddy. Let's go, Daddy. Let's go, Daddy. Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Second down and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down and goal at the 7-yard line.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
At their own 28-yard line.
Check.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert 3. Hustle.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Taylor, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Oh.
Mike 14, Mike 14. They gonna need some therapy after this.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Sproles. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Gotta do better. No. Zoom. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Under 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Watch the ship. Hey, let's go. 36.
They'll run it with Bell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Haskins. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Watch it, watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. He don't know no better.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Touchdown, Packers. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. Brilliant. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he whips that one incomplete there. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Watch 15. Mike 15. Yeah. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
You can't block me. You can't block me. 15's the Mike. 15's the Mike. I got 15.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Haskins. That one complete to Driver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second down. Haskins completes it to Jennings. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 41 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
For them, 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it.
First down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught at the 25.
Come on.
And a big 32-yard play on third.
Let's go. Tell me the ending. Who that? Chad. Okay. Yeah. Go.
Everyone, Mike 20. Got you.
On second down, it's Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
At the 30-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ready. And reach.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the pass.
Watch twist. Extreme. Check. Mike 50. Here we go. Now the wolf. Watch the curl. Ball trot. Let it go.
Haskins on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. At the 49-yard line. Jackson now.
I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Bang, 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 bang. Go, go.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Got it. 55. Mike 55. All day. All day.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch it decline.
3 buds, 3 buds, 3 buds. Watch twits. Watch the twits.
Check 9. Check 9.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Driver here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, a throw left side here, taken in by Driver. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
You ain't 56. You ain't doing nothing today. 26.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch. Let's go.
From the gun. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple...
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you.
2nd down, Haskins. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 55, Mike 55. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike, 50. That's it. Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by John Johnson. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and think.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Minnesota.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They run with Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup. So from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me. Ready? Right.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.